Hey, hello, hi, how are you? What's going on?
What's going on? Thank you for hanging out with us today. We appreciate it.
Thanks for tuning in and
I love that.
giving
Tuning
us
in.
attention.
Yeah.
I love that.
Tuning in, listening to the program.
Patrick, I have invited a friend of mine onto the show. Would you like to meet her?
Yeah, please tell me about your friend.
Well, this is somebody that I believe we met through Tayana.
Yes.
Yes.
We did, and then I also think I met you at the Twilight showing you guys did at
Oh yeah, Screenland.
Armor.
Do you remember the
But
shirt?
we met before then. But yes.
Oh,
yes.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kelcie
That
McKenney,
shirt.
everybody.
Yeah, Kelcie McKenney.
The infamous
Yeah.
shirt. It's a wonderful shirt by Bug Girl 600. She's delightful.
I love that.
And it says, she's on TikTok. She's great. We love her. It's like, if you don't think the Twilight movies are sexy and cool, then like get out of here, basically. I don't have it memorized. I should, but it's very fun.
With just Edward Cullen.
Yeah,
His face.
It's great.
as it should be.
Do you have why have you decided to do so many screenings of that series? Do you love to like hate watch them, or do you really love them?
I mean, it's kind of both. Like, I think that they're really like, it's bewildering almost how
bad
these
they
movies
are.
got made. Yeah.
Did you read the books?
Oh yes, I literally have a Twilight tattoo. So
You really do.
We're like
Love
we're
them so much.
love, hate and love, but love to hate. Love it. But yes, I read the books a lot and then watched the movies obsessively. Like, I'm talking midnight premieres obsessively.
Yeah.
And then just as an adult, the Twilight resurgence, like, why not love the shit you loved when you were 14 and 15?
Sure, yeah.
Like, that's fucking fun.
I also went to midnight screenings for every single Twilight movie.
See, he secretly loves them.
I think you do.
Secretly loves them.
I think the thing that was so silly to me is the glittery skin.
Oh my God.
Incredible.
See, if we crack this egg open too hard, like, I'm just going to deep dive on Twilight fan theories because there's a lot of them.
That's
so
fair.
if we want that, we can go in that direction. But
Does it
I
involve
don't know
aliens?
so there's a theory that Stephanie Meyer's vampires are actually fae instead of vampires because, like, fairy lore, like sparkly, obsessive, like drinks blood. Like, I don't know. That woman came up with vampires, but are they really vampires? I don't know.
Okay.
I wasn't aware of this theory.
It's the
I
moment
love
that
it.
this is what happened with True Blood, where it got into like fairies and stuff like that. Where cougars, what were they? Where mountain lions?
Okay, I didn't watch True Blood, but now you're making me want to. So thank you.
It's when it started getting into that I was like, no, I just wanted sexy vampires.
You're like, I want to watch people fuck on HBO. Like, why are you giving me this?
Why am I
hear
getting
you.
these like twinks? Like,
I know, right?
Which honestly sometimes. All right, you little sluts. You like that, don't you?
I see we have a common search history. Good to know.
I think twinks are really, really sweet.
Yeah, I meant vampires, but twinks too.
I do love vampire stuff. I've recently found out that there was like a big wave of lesbian French vampire movies in the 70s.
Love.
What are some of your favorites?
Well, I don't know a lot of French sapphic vampire films, so I would instead love for you to tell me ones that you enjoy.
They were in French and I don't remember, but everybody should Google it.
Oh, sapphic vampires. That is like the dream.
And in the 70s, so like everybody just looks like kind of witchy, like kind of mystical, like Stevie Nicks, but French and like hairy.
Like movies on film, so like they just already feel magic. Ooh.
Yeah, that's true.
We were kind of talking about live action Disney things downstairs, but I made my boyfriend watch Beauty and the Beast because I remembered it being pretty good.
Yeah, like the live action one.
Yes,
yeah,
with
okay.
Emma Watson.
Yeah.
It was, in retrospect, not as good as I remember.
Really?
Why?
Yes, I don't know. her singing was pretty lackluster, which is such a harsh critique. I love Emma Watson. Like,
Yeah.
I do too.
she couldn't have been anybody else. Like, Hermione couldn't have been anybody else. But I don't know if I think she's a very good actress.
Well,
Really?
I think it's really hard when you
I
are,
liked her in Little Women.
Yes. I feel like
That's been my favorite movie of hers.
I'm really
Movie
annoyed
fucking
with
rules.
Hollywood being like, hey, we're going to make a musical. Let's put someone in there who can't sing. Like, I think that's the
know.
problem. Let's go with the big name and not the good voice.
Well, and that's why, like, Halle Bailey, haters can
Suck it.
Oh yeah.
be mad. Because she absolutely bodied that role.
Yeah.
It was so good. I really enjoyed it. You, out of 10 popcorn bags, how many popcorn bags would you give it?
Oh man, I mean, I thought she was amazing. Definitely like a star-making performance for her. And like you said, she has The Color Purple coming out later.
Yeah.
So like it's gonna be like a big year for her. But I thought she was really great. Like I got goosebumps listening to her sing. Like that was the best
And the
parts of the movie.
reprises that she did of parts of the songs were so good.
So good. But yeah, like I thought Javier Bardem was kind of like weird and out of place and not very good. I love him.
Yeah.
But I thought it was very strange that he was in it. And there's a scene that I think we've all talked about where it's like I laughed very hard in the theater.
Yeah.
Where it's just like it's him out of the water.
Yeah, seeing him out of the water.
I know I haven't seen it yet. I feel bad.
It's okay.
But like some of the underwater stuff, like there's a reason why it took like 12 years for Avatar 2 to come out, because it's like the
Right.
underwater stuff looks so good. And this one, it looks not great.
Have you seen the new Avatar?
Yeah.
And it looks good underwater.
Oh yeah.
It's really impressive.
It really is. And the movie itself is whatever, but like it looks amazing.
Sure.
But no, I guess I would give it like 6 out of 10 popcorn bags.
I would do like 7.5.
Okay.
I'll eat your leftover popcorn.
Deal. I really enjoyed it. You kind of have mermaid hair. Did you play mermaids whenever you were a kid during the summer?
Yes, I feel like I did. And I was just talking about this because I was at a pool party the other weekend and I got to watch in live action, like 11, 12-year-old girls straight up be like, hey, you want to play mermaids? Like, it was the best thing.
Yeah.
I was just sitting like the
Absolutely, I
adult, the like, don't splash me adult moment. And then I was like, oh, look at the mermaid.
Having the most fun.
Oh, yeah.
I would always want to play the game where you try to say stuff underwater
Oh, yes.
and guess it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fun.
And I watched Saved recently, and that's like the whole. You like that movie?
Love that movie.
And that's how he like comes out to her.
Yeah.
During that, I love that movie.
Such a good movie.
It's a good cult classic movie. Speaking of cult classic movies,
That's with Mandy Moore, right?
yes,
Okay.
Mandy Moore and Julianne. I don't remember.
I forget her last name, but she's cute.
She is cute.
She's
I
very
love her
cute.
in The Hunger Games. Anyways,
Yes.
speaking of
Julianne
Jenna,
Nicholson?
It's Jenna.
Maloney.
Yes.
Jenna Maloney.
Yeah.
Yeah. I ran into her in a Topshop in London. It was the craziest thing of my life. When I
That's
was studying
amazing.
abroad,
I would cry.
I was digging through the sales rack and she came in with a friend and they like giggled and like ran around because this was years ago. And then I was just like standing there like jaw dropped because I'm too much of a little scaredy cat to do anything.
Oh, I would
but-
never approach. I would just be like, not even look at them.
Yeah. Well, you had you had a really good segue, and then we just totally took
You
it
did
out of left
botch-
field.
just completely botch that intro.
Really good segue.
Yeah.
Because remember I was talking about Saved, the movie with Jenna Maloney. We discovered it's called Classic Movie.
Maloney?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Back to cult classics.
Back to Twilight.
No, back to
No.
cult classics. Brittany, what's another cult classic you love?
But I've actually never seen But I'm a Cheerleader.
You haven't?
No, I've never seen it.
Oh, we need to watch it. We need to watch it.
I do love what's the one in Minnesota?
Oh,
Drop Dead Gorgeous.
such another good movie.
Oh,
so
I
good.
love that movie.
But you are creating an event centered around.
But I'm a cheerleader. Yes. Yeah, this is the whole reason I was invited here, not just to talk about Twilight fan theories.
We could,
We
if we
can do
wanted
that.
to.
We can totally do that. But I'm a cheerleader is such a good. Have you seen it, Patrick?
I never have, so I'm gonna have to go to this
God.
event.
What are you guys doing here? We're throwing an amazing event. This is such a cheesy way to intro it. Maybe I should start with hi. You've met me in my Twilight obsession. I'm also the editor-in-chief of Catcall.
Yes.
We're an online intersectional feminist publication. And we have some really good friends. They're a nonprofit. They're called Barrier Babes. They are a sexual education awareness nonprofit. They're really cool. They have a lot of great programming for sexual education. And they also provide condoms at like bars and restaurants and like event like bathrooms and anywhere and everywhere for more safe
Anyone
sex.
who needs it.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
Kansas City. And they actually write a column for us at Catcall called Call the Babes. It's really fun and sexy. We talk about things from squirting to STIs to trying anal for the first time. It's just a really
Hell
fun
yeah.
article. But we fucking love Barrier Babes. They're some of our best friends. And we're like, we want to throw y'all a fundraiser that's just as sexy, fun, and cool as you are. And we're all queer as fuck. So we thought, hey, let's base it off of one of our cult classic, like fave films, which is But I'm a Cheerleader. Instead, with some inspiration from a friend sitting next to me right now, it's actually called our event, But I'm a Comedian. It's a comedy variety show fundraiser, and we are featuring this like really cool thing called body language. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's also really sexy and fun and cool. It's run by this like
sexy.
like super cool person I know. Her name's Brittany. I don't know if you've heard of her. She's been putting this really awesome show on. For real, if you haven't seen one, fucking go out and see one.
They're fun.
They're really fun.
We have fun.
And she's kind enough to like partner with us and throw this fucking cool event on.
I'm waiting to hear back from one more person. And let me just tell you, this is going to be bananas.
It's gonna be great.
Bananas.
Bananas.
I'm so excited to feature and announce the lineup. We had
my
the
God.
like photo shoot the other day, which was really, really fun. Your partner is a photographer.
Yes, Travis Young. Bless his heart. We love him. He's a sweet baby
We were
angel.
in and out. I slipped on the dress. You zipped me up.
We fixed your sleeves.
My sleeves. I was doing like a little shoulder moment
Yeah, we
like
had,
you were.
It's cute. It's damn cute. We're very excited. It's at the Crossroads Hotel on July 13th, which we love the Crossroads Hotel in their ballroom. So it's going to be big and ridiculous and loud and sexy and potentially topless. Like it's going to be great.
It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited to do body language in this capacity because it's always been in this very small, intimate space.
Oh, this is the first time you're doing it somewhere else?
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Well,
someplace big.
in someplace, well, in just like a new space. I guess I did it in like a bigger space at Culture House.
Cool.
Before it was like the one show that I had right before the pandemic.
Yeah, nice.
It was my February. Like I introduced body language to Kansas City in February of 2020, and then I didn't get to have it again for a while.
That's hard. That's so hard when you like birth an idea, then you're like, oh, I have to sit on it for a little bit. Oh,
Well, and I was just so eager to do it, and I ended up streaming it for a while
Cool.
and selling virtual tickets
Hell
with
yeah.
massive help from Colby Cusick, who helped me stream it. And we kind of did like a hybrid where we were selling limited tickets for a while, and then we finally phased it out once people were getting vaccinated. And it's a small space anyways. So, you know, we max out at 37 people. It's going to be bananas to have 150 bodies in there.
I think we have up to 150 seats, which is crazy.
It's going to be so much fun. And I think, can we announce who? We'll talk about some of the vendors.
We can also
I'm gonna
wait to
wait.
post.
Yeah, we should wait.
Or, I mean, yeah, I was going to say, like, we can wait to post too if you want to announce anything.
Whatever's clever.
But, like, up to you.
I think we should wait.
pressure.
Let's wait. I
Yeah.
want to like 100%
Totally.
in on people, but
Yeah, that
we're
makes
going to
sense.
have some vendors beforehand and cocktails, and Crossroads Hotel, their bartenders are going to put together a fun little cocktail list for us.
That's awesome.
The space is beautiful.
Yeah. Crossroads Hotel is gorgeous.
What a get.
I know, for real. Very
It
kind
took
of them.
it was very little convincing on my part to be very excited.
Oh
about
yeah,
it.
that sounds amazing. Where can people go? Is there like a website, a social media handle?
Yes, you can. You can find out more information on Catcall's website. So
Okay.
our website is Catcall Mag, like magazine, so MAG. .com. And we'll have info there, and all of our social handles are Catcall Meg as well. I'm very northern, so my vowels sound weird. So like double check the episode description for spelling, so you're not like, what are these vowels Kelcie is saying? But yes, you can find out more information there, and we'll have ticketing and info and all that fun stuff. And yeah, it's going to be amazing to raise some money for a really cool nonprofit. We're really excited to support Barrier Babes. They're the best.
I've had Barrier Babes on Body Language before to do like a little blurb and
cool.
speak, and it was so fun to have like sex education in front of a bunch of 30-year-olds
Yes.
finding out something new, because you know, in the Bible Belt, it's not too often that it is discussed. So you grew up in the North?
Yeah, I'm from Minnesota originally.
Okay.
But I definitely did get that. I didn't get abstinence only education, but I got a lot of abstinence in my education. So,
Yeah.
we were just talking about this. Are either of you familiar with the Cheeto Puff girl on TikTok?
I am not.
She is a like abstinence only educator who rewards people with Cheeto Puffs that she wears in a backpack. And there was a video that went viral of her like throwing them into the Sea of Galilee. She's unhinged. That woman came and taught my school like sex education programming. I learned about abstinence from the Cheeto Puff girl. This is a woman like in her 40s now. She's like
wild.
married in her 40s.
Yeah.
Still throwing Cheeto Puffs. So I think
I had an abstinence preacher speaker come to my high school. Jason Everett was his name.
are you local? Did you? Okay, what school system was it?
It was a Catholic school, so it was Bishop Miege.
And was your sex education separated by gender?
Yes, it was. In grade school, it was. Yeah. 100%. I had a friend in college, so yeah, in his 20s. He's like, well, yeah, girls pee out of their vagina. And I was just like, my dude, you need to Google image something here. Because that is not that, because our Catholic school system failed you, my friend.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, I think that, I mean,
There are precisely 11 holes down there.
Yeah.
and
It's
3
not-
have teeth.
it's
I'm
not-
going to be honest
yeah.
with you.
There's not one.
Choose wisely.
I think you're never too old to get like sexual education. I think there's always something we can learn about ourselves and our bodies and our
Yeah.
partners' bodies and consent and how we have conversations around
And
consent.
about sexuality.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and there's a lot of unlearning to do, especially being raised in abstinence-only education. So,
Absolutely, yeah. Just talking about it.
hell yeah, it's
Like,
important.
That's like the best thing. Yeah, man. I'm just thinking about Jason Everett. That guy was wild. I followed him on Instagram.
Who?
This guy, he was our abstinence speaker.
Okay, I didn't put the connection. I was like, you're name dropping someone first and last
No,
name
no,
about
but, like-
not knowing how to pee, like women pee.
it's
But no,
fine.
this is the guy who.
Yeah, and it was just like his wife also spoke, but he was just like, my wife used to be like a huge slut, and then her virginity came back, and just all this wild stuff. And like our school paid him to speak.
Yeah.
Like that's wild.
Talk about how much. Well, and like church and Christianity and all that fun stuff.
That's why I would love, but I'm a cheerleader.
Yeah,
Like,
they love to funnel a ton of money into our education system. So no, there's the more we can do
And
to
care
dismantle
about
that.
children.
Oh yes, it's for the kids.
Even though like I was groomed by
yeah, repressed sexuality only harms all of us.
more
So,
than one
for real.
youth pastor.
My priest who gave me first communion was like excommunicated.
Jeez Louise.
He was taking kids to like the Ozarks. He took some kids to Florida. He took one kid to the Cayman Islands.
Why the Cayman Islands?
Why would you ever? I'm sorry, but no. My child, call me a helicopter parent. My kid's not gonna do that.
And he was also
without me there.
A trained psychiatrist. He worked at KU Med. Ooh. And like the archdiocese paid for like his med school. That was like part of the deal. He was like an associate pastor, and then he also worked at KU Med. And then, yeah, some wild stuff. But then, that's just like, it's the Catholic Church, and they're just like, oh,
that's just
sweep it under the rug. And
I
want to be really shocked, but I'm like, oh, sounds like Catholicism.
And then even like people in my family are just like, well, he didn't do anything. And she's like, oh, that is true. That's pretty suspicious.
I'd be throwing hands at Thanksgiving.
Just because you know him doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Speaking of religion, I was driving past Unity Village today, and my boyfriend was talking about how it's not like necessarily a Christian faith. It's more of like a spiritual faith.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is?
I should.
It's secretive, I've heard.
I don't. I know someone who attends.
I heard they're secretive.
Yeah, I know someone who goes and really likes it. They're non-binary, definitely not interested in the Christian church, but have found a lot of like solace in it. And like I feel like it's just like a lot more of like, you do what you want spirituality, but that's coming out of my ass. So I don't really know how true that is.
No, the people I knew or that I grew up with, like that still kind of practice it, like they do kind of take out the good parts.
Yeah.
And like, just be like, well, I'm not that person. Like, I don't support child molestation or anything like that, but it's just like, I just try to be a good person, whatever. And this is how I do it.
My favorite part about Christmas for some reason is going to Christmas Mass with my boyfriend, or Christmas Eve Mass with my boyfriend's family. It's a Catholic Mass, and I didn't grow up Catholic, and it's fun to go and like.
Do you eat the wafer?
No, I don't. I haven't taken communion, so I don't think I'm supposed to. And I was baptized, so I don't.
Okay, yeah.
Know if I'm allowed to do that.
You should just do it
anyway. I've eaten pussy, so I
fuck the system.
Also don't know if that will be.
And that probably tastes a lot better than their wafer.
If they we'll have to see my papers, my pussy eating papers. See if I can get the cracker.
Yeah.
I don't know.
One of my friends that I grew up with, like he was Lutheran, which is just like Catholicism, but like without the bad parts, I think, really.
Okay.
And like their pastors can like marry and stuff like that. But like,
okay.
He one time, because he always had to like, do this to get, communion, they would just bless him instead of giving him communion. And one time he just took communion. He just, I just wanted to see what it tasted like.
Yeah, it's literally free will. You can do whatever you want.
Just do it.
I mean, free cracker snack, free wine. Sign me up. No, I'm just kidding.
Come on.
That was always a prank, though. It's just like someone would inevitably chug all the wine.
Yeah. I wouldn't be able to do that, which seems like the most fun, like spooky thing about it is to drink the wine.
Yeah. The weirdest thing was confession and just like telling some middle-aged man that like, I masturbate like a lot.
Was it just like 3 Hail Marys, or what was the response to?
Yeah, it was usually.
Would it change?
Sometimes it did. But it was usually like 10 Hail Marys, 10 Our Fathers. But then like afterwards, our friends and I would talk and we'd just be like, what was your penance? And then like some people's would be less. And it's like, oh, fuck.
That's shady as fuck.
That is.
But like, I had friends that would go face to face. I always went behind a screen.
Yeah, I don't think I could. I wasn't raised Catholic, so I'm very distanced from it. I do think Catholic like style is like sexy, fun, and cool. Like, give me a rosary and like, I want like the Catholic,
skirt.
like schoolgirl uniform.
I just want Fleabag. That's all I want.
That too. There's this really great book that I fucking love. It's by a local author. Her name's Sarah Simone. It's called Priest.
Hell yeah.
It is.
It takes place in Weston, Missouri.
It's local because she's from the area.
Yes.
And it is it's priest erotica. So they like fuck hard in that church.
I love it.
And I love that.
A lot of ass
Let
stuff.
me just say, sold.
A lot of ass stuff.
A lot of using holy oil as lube.
Yeah.
It's great. It's really
Candles
fun.
and wax.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm into it.
It's
Tea
saucy.
becomes communion. It's delightful.
I'm so in. Sold.
That's about as Catholic as I get.
You sold at least one book, hopefully
I'm
more.
so glad you've read this. Yeah, there's 2 others in the series. Highly recommend.
I haven't
Sweet.
listened to the other 2. I've only listened to the first one.
The second one was really good.
Okay,
I haven't read the third
listen.
one.
I have
It's
a
Sinner and then Saint are the next 2.
Oh.
Do you like listening to that? Because that was something I found out about recently.
No,
was
I
just like the
don't.
audio kind of porn.
Oh yeah, audio erotica
Yeah.
is delightful.
Well, I like that.
Well, there's like
That's-
audiobooks.
That rules.
Yeah.
That rules. But the but like audiobooks of smut, no, not really.
Oh, I
'Cause
can
it's
do
usually a little too much.
Oh,
They're
I
like
can-
acting too much.
No.
Oh, I
Okay, fair.
headphones in the grocery store listening to DP, baby. Like I got it.
That's
I got
amazing.
it.
Multitasking.
I love that so much.
What are you doing?
Looking at one eggplant, looking at another eggplant, listening to some great storytelling, fine literature.
You always wonder what someo's listening to
your
with their AirPods in, and it's just like, oh yeah, someone,
what I'm listening
someone just
to.
getting DP'd. Fuck yeah. Okay, well, again, so it's
I'm more of a
Catcall
zucchini.
Mag.
Yeah.
Catcallmag.com. That's where all the
We do
information
write
is.
about erotic books, so this is actually
Oh, cool.
very on brand for us.
Hell yeah, it works out then.
None of this is out of pocket. It's all very, very legit.
We did it, Joe.
Should we talk more about Twilight?
I did not read Twilight until like I was graduating high school. So it like the second or third movie had been out by then.
When did you graduate high school?
2009.
Okay.
My partner and I are listening to the audiobooks together right now. We're
That's
on
fun.
Breaking Dawn, and he writes reviews, and they're really funny.
That's fun.
That's
Yeah.
great.
I said that, like, I'm like, they're really funny, but I'm not going to read one to you, and you're going to have to go find them on my Goodreads. Good luck.
Who does the voice?
Ileana Kadushin, she's
Okay.
extremely good. The guy who voices Jacob is fucking weird, but Ileana is really talented and great. And
They
we
wrote Jacob so weird in the book.
Dude, his character assassination is a bummer because he is delightful up until the fact that Stephanie Meyer was like, let's make him a douchebag.
And he's gonna fuck this baby.
And like be in love with the imprint on this fucking baby.
yeah.
I also have to do one thing. If we're going to talk about Twilight, we have to talk about Move to Higher Ground. It's a really important nonprofit with the Quileute tribe because Stephanie Meyer wrote those books and didn't give a penny to a real native tribe and organization. Not an organization, they're a tribe. A native tribe with tribal lands in La Push and in around Forks.
Yeah.
They are in floodlands, and so they have a nonprofit fundraiser called Move to Higher Ground, which is helping move their buildings and their homes to higher ground so that they can
Exist.
keep living on their land. So love Twilight. Please donate to Move to Higher
Hell yeah.
Ground.
That's-
Thank
that's
you
great.
for pointing that out.
Duh, I can't like something problematic and not do something about it. Like
One more time, where can people follow you?
yes, follow me at catcallmag.com on Instagram, catcallmag. You can also find me doing my own thing, Kelcie Isabella. I don't know. Just figure it out.
You have,
Just find me.
you have some stuff coming up in the works, so like definitely
Yeah.
follow you.
Yeah, check me out.
That's a tease.
Definitely. We'll be launching all the information about the show on July 13th. It'll be so much fun. Thank you so much for listening, everybody. We love you so much.
Yeah, shout out to Billy Burke for being a hot dad in Twilight.
Hey.
Thank you for watching, listening. We appreciate you. Love you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.